Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lauren. I am a senior at Santa Clara and have been in core a long time. And I am sharing the encouragement video for this week. So I think I'm just going to talk about I think how the Lord has really been growing and convicting me in this season. One thing that I think has been really challenged by the pandemic and by experiencing a lot of loss has been where I've been rooting my identity. I think it's really easy when times are good to be firm in the belief that your identity is in the Lord and that that is where you derive your value and truth. And I think as I've experienced the loss of things, the change of things, the anxiety of not knowing what the future holds, I've realized that my identity has not fully been in an everlasting, never changing God, but rather in things that I want to control. And that's been a really hard lesson to learn and one I'm still being sharpened through, I think. But one passage that has really been kind of bringing this out and raising this issue in my own faith walk has been Colossians 3, where Paul is encouraging the Colossians to essentially seek things that are above and not things that are on the earth. And I think for me, when you read this passage, Paul talks about putting to death everything that is earthly within you. Putting to death everything that is earthly within you. And he names a lot of sinful things like sexual immorality, impurity, evil desires, things like that. And so I think for me, reading this passage in the past has always been, sorry about the car. Reading this passage in the past has always been about avoiding sin and focusing instead on virtuous things, and that has felt like a pretty easy task to just be like, oh, be more virtuous, don't be hateful, and don't be sinful. But I think in rereading this passage and focusing on what essentially Paul is calling out is idolatry, and idolatry for things on the earth, I think I've realized that I've had a lot of idols in my own life, idols for control, idols for power, in a sense of being able to determine what I can and can't do. And the Lord has really been revealing that part of my heart and challenging that part of my heart and asking me to root that part of my heart in Him instead. And it's been a really hard lesson to learn, but I think one that maybe a lot of people are experiencing right now. It's been a very really revealing time of what is important to us and what we value. And I think it's a really cool, sanctifying, difficult, impossible journey that we're all on as we experience a lot of loss and confusion and unknown. But this passage has really been encouraging to me. Paul calls us to put on compassionate hearts and kindness and humility and meekness and patience. And I think that seems sometimes harder than ever to do in a time where we're experiencing so much loss, and yet it's so important. And so I've just really been built up and encouraged and sharpened by this verse, and I hope that sharing it with you. The trucks are so loud. I'm so sorry. This video is a mess. I hope that you can also be encouraged by this message. As for how I'm doing, I'm living in my house in Santa Clara. We live on a very busy street corner, as you can tell, but I have awesome housemates, and it's just been a really sweet time of trying to figure out how to balance the mountain of schoolwork with general inner peace and still trying to find ways to enjoy the day. I got my first quarantine haircut last week, which is exciting. It doesn't look any different. You can't really tell, which is great. My mom cut it for me. I'm very grateful to her. That was a new experience. But things are good. The Lord is good, and we're just trusting that He's working right now. And I hope that you guys are all doing very well wherever you are. I miss you. And I'm super looking forward to the time that we can all be united together again. I love you guys, and hopefully we'll see each other soon.